How do we get out of our heads? This is one of the biggest stumbling blocks that I see for people that first come to work with me, or people that are starting off on the spiritual path, or even have been on it for a while. We tend to get stuck up here in our thoughts, in our intellect, in our rationalization. And this video, I want to talk to you about, I want to teach you a technique to get out of our heads, to get into our bodies, to get into our hearts, into our guts, and bring ourselves into contact, into connection with the whole of our being. And this is a technique that the mind can actually use, or you can start this process from the mind to get out of the mind. So if you notice you're in your head, this is a technique you can use to get out of your head. And it's very simple. So the first thing to look at and kind of the first framework is what I just mentioned. We have the head, we have the heart, and we have the gut. And this is a very simple way to kind of orient where our energy is located. Most of the time we navigate the world from ego, from our mind, and most of the energy is up here. And there's kind of very, less in the heart, and maybe, usually none in the gut. When we flip that around, or a more kind of grounded way to be, is when we flip that around and have most of the energy, most of the openness in the gut, where our intuition and kind of inner, you can say inner wisdom arises from. More in the heart, and just a little bit kind of tapering off like a triangle, a little bit at the top in the head. And the way we kind of reorient, the way we flip this triangle from being, mostly up in the head to mostly down in the gut and the body and the heart, is very simply to take a breath and imagine your mind dropping down into your body. And you can do this on the first breath, dropping from the mind down to the heart. And on the next breath, dropping down even further from the heart to the gut. And you can do this process several times, going deeper and deeper. I like the phrase going all the way down. And as you take these breaths, as you drop down, imagine your mind dropping down. You can do this with eyes closed or eyes open, dropping down into the body, into the heart center, into the gut. You'll notice that you might notice a silence or a quiet start to descend on your mind, or really arise from within. And you might have access to more feeling in the heart space, more sensation in the body. You might notice where you're holding tension, or where there's energy that's in or around your body. In this very simple way, we can drop down from the thinking mind into the feeling body. And when we do that, we have more access to our intuition, we have more access to our love, and our mind doesn't disappear, but it becomes like a tool. It becomes like the tip of a sword that helps to pierce through reality, but it's not guiding us. What's guiding us is the arms. What's guiding us is the body of the sword. It is not the tip of the sword. And so in that way, the triangle, which was like this. Most of the energy up here at the top gets flipped, and the mind simply becomes a point at the very top of the triangle with more energy in the heart and even more energy and spaciousness down in the gut. For anybody that works with me, you know that this is one of my favorite ways of dropping in with a person. This is a very effective way to ground yourself, to come into contact and connection with the deeper parts of ourselves. And it opens us up. It prepares us for deeper spiritual work or inner exploration. And it can also open up the possibility of creating a connection and kind of almost a link or a resonance between your consciousness and the consciousness of whoever or whatever is in front of you. When the mind is open, the heart is open, and the gut are open, we can allow the world to flow through us, and spirit, divine, intelligence, whatever it is you want to call it, to flow through us, through our bodies, through our being, and to speak and act through us. This is, in another sense, this is awakening on all levels, allowing us to be totally present, totally flowing, totally free, and the mind just kind of goes quiet. You don't even have to meditate very hard or very long. It's just a few simple breaths dropping down from the mind into the heart, and then from the heart into the gut. I hope that this video is helpful. If you want more guidance with this kind of work, you can find in the description a link to a consult with me if you're interested in doing more of this kind of work. Opening the mind, heart, and gut is really just the beginning. There's a lot that we can do from this place of openness, a lot of healing that can come, a lot of insight and that can come into us, a lot of love that can come out of us. So I hope to see you in the next video, and enjoy.